Hey, what's up guys? It's Online Money 24/7 and today we're going to be talking about Shopify, how to get influencers to reply. This is an Instagram shoutout hack. How exactly do we get those influencers to reply to our messages? How do we get those shoutouts set up? So without further ado guys, let's go ahead and jump into it. So how to get a reply on Instagram for your Shopify store. Okay, this is something a lot of people struggle with. They send a ton of DMs, they don't get any replies. What's the problem? How do you do it? We're going to be going through step by step how to exactly attack that issue. So to get a reply, the first thing you need to understand is attention. All right, that is what we are trying to obtain, is attention, right? This is clickbait. Okay, people do this on YouTube all the time. A lot of my thumbnails use bright flashy colors to get you guys to click on them, obviously, so that you watch the videos, right? Same exact tactic that you need to be using on Instagram for your shout out messages to get those influencers to actually see what you have to say and what you're trying to offer them in exchange, to give them money in exchange for a promotion of your business, your dropshipping Shopify store, right? So once you get this, once you get the attention, it's easy from there. You have their contact information. It's pretty straightforward. It's very easy to understand. Okay, I already am in contact with them. Bada boom, bada bing. You set things up. You do business with them, right? The first thing is attention. Okay, so how exactly do we actually get their attention? There's a lot of different methods to approach this. So we're going to be going through how to do that, how to stand out when you're setting up your Instagram shoutouts. Okay, so first thing, attention, right? So how do you stand out? How do you get their attention, right? To actually set up the shoutouts? Well, if you want to be that little stormtrooper there out of all those ducklings, the thing you got to do is make your profile picture a bright color, okay? There's a lot of different ways you could do this. I remember on my Shopify store, it was like red, like new product type of thing. I mean, just any kind of bright color that gets someone's attention. You don't want it something really dull or no profile image at all, like something bland. Make it attention grabbing, okay? The profile picture. That's the first thing they're going to see along with your message, which we're going to be going over more in depth on what to put for your message and for the headline and stuff like that in the next couple slides. But profile picture, if it's a bright color, that can only help you. Maybe set up a separate Instagram just for contacting influencers if you want to have that set up that way. And then you keep your brand image, your brand logo and stuff like that. If your brand logo isn't colorful already, you could create a separate profile where you use to contact influencers and set up the promotions. So that's just a little tip there. The next thing, what do you say initially, right? All right, what's the strategy? We're going to be going through that now. So the headline, okay? This is the other than the profile image, this is the next thing people see is what are they seeing for their headline? All right, this is just like newspapers back in the day, or just like YouTube titles, or just like what you're saying in your DMs. Okay, so the thing you want to do is set up two emojis. Now, different ones, probably the better way to go. You want two different emojis, which I'm going to be showing you in a second here what they look like. As an example, but one might pop more to them, okay? Some people utilize the double exclamation points. I see a lot of hip-hop artists doing that on their Instagram posts to get people's attention. Okay, that's one way to do it. Another way is, just a fire emoji, a heart emoji. Lots of different ways you could do it, but what I would recommend is to say business related, all right? So they're like, oh, business, they're in it to make money at the end of the day, and so if they see business related, they're actually going to check it out, especially, these pages that have like millions of followers, they're getting DM'd left and right all the time. So you want to make sure that, you're getting their attention because they get so many and they're just, scrolling through it from time to time if they're bored maybe. Then they might see this and be like, oh, this is a chance for me to make money with my followers. So that's what they're doing here. So this is what you want to set up, different emojis. Like I said, one might pop more than the other. To them, it just depends, red colors, bright orange, yellow, those type of colors are the ones that can pop for people and get their attention. So from there, you just say what you need to say, but be straight to the point, which we're going to be getting into in the next slide. But business related, straightforward headline that's very attention grabbing. You're pretty much shouting it at them. That's why you do it all in caps so that they see it or they have the highest chance to see it, because you still might not get a reply, but we're going to be going over other methods of replying as well. So that's what you do in your DM there. So what do you say? All right, what do you actually shout out to them to get the attention to actually set up your shout out? So we're going to be going through an example here. So, hey, just curious what your shout out rates are. We are building another store and looking for a few influencers that we want to work with long term. Let me know what we can set up for a test. Thanks. That is a short and simple way to say what you need to say, not very long, and it gets their attention with the headline before, and then this is your actual message, okay? This is what you actually say other than just business related, okay? That's just a headline. This is what you're saying. Once they click on it and are actually starting to read your post, it's still or your message rather than your post. It's this is a short, sweet message that gets across. You don't need to be talking about, oh, I run this store, blah, 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 blah. They don't care about your life story. They're in this to, don't bother them. Don't waste their time or they won't respond. All right. That's something to be, just be concise. Okay. Like when you're sending people DMs, you don't have to give this massive, massive paragraph trying for your shout out. Okay. You're just saying, hey, looking to do a shout out. Another thing here with saying that you're building another store, it gives them a little bit of credibility. Like, oh, this guy kind of knows what he's doing. That helps them be more confident that, you might do more business with them as well. Because if they could build a long-term customer there, that's why you say you want to work long-term. If they could build repeat business there on that page, that's only upside for them. So the next thing is reach out through every method, all right? So like I said before, you could use those same tactics on different contact methods, but you might not get a response to the DM because they get so many DMs on those really big influencer pages. So just keep that in mind there. The other methods that we can utilize for contacting influencers, obviously, the first one, DM. That's probably the best way to go. It's what you want to start with when you're actually doing your shout outs and promotions and stuff like that, because it's very easy to get in contact with people through that. But in terms of other ways, another thing I've seen some people do is comments, okay? You could leave a comment saying, hey, check out the DM I sent you. That's something I've seen a couple people do is like, oh, I just left you a DM. They see the comment, then they go check for the DM. So it's like a double thing there. The comment gets their attention. Now, if they're getting a ton of comments all the time, tons of engagement, they probably won't see the comment. But if they're a relatively smaller page, it'll be easier for them to see the comment. I know at least with my Instagram page, which you guys should follow it, Online Money 24/7, if someone actually messaged me, if I see a DM, the little teeny DM request is very small comparative to a comment. Someone's like, oh, I left you a DM. It's like, oh, they left me a DM. Let me go read it. So, with smaller pages, it works out a little bit better with comments. With bigger pages, not so much. Just to keep that in mind there. But with email, that's another thing you could do in their bio or the contact button. So people, when they set up business pages, a lot of times they'll have the little contact email button. Or some other influencers also just leave the email in their bio. So that's another thing that you can look at, email them. If they have their email there, that means that they're going to be checking it. They're not going to just put their email there for the sake of putting it there. That obviously means that they're willing to do business with you and set up shout outs and all of that kind of stuff. So check for that. You can send them the exact same type of, the headline that I showed before. You could put that as the subject and then just paste the same exact message. But you want to be hitting these people with different types of contact methods so that they actually see what you're trying to say. And so you could set up your shout out posts for your Shopify store. The last method as well is Kick. I know a lot of different influencers and stuff like that have Kick set up, so it's like a separate messaging channel. A lot of people on Reddit do that for setting up different services and stuff like that through Reddit. I have a few different influencers I know that do Kick. It's like, oh, just message me on Kick because it's a separate platform that's very easy. And if you don't have a Kick, download Kick, make an account, and get that set up because good amount of people actually also do Kick DMs for their services or throwing the promotions up. So that's another contact method as well is Kick. So definitely check that out. These are all the different contact methods. Like I said, some of the one may not work. If you just leave a DM and oh man, they didn't respond. Be persistent. Send different contact things through all these different methods and you have a higher chance of actually getting a response. Now, guys, don't miss out on results from getting your first sale all the way to scaling your store up. I actually have a Shopify mastery course available down in the description box below where I show you step-by-step how to get your Shopify store all the way up and running 100%, as well as a Shopify 14-day free trial. Both of those are available down in the description box below. Definitely go ahead and check them out, as well as if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, what the heck are you doing? Hit that dang subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well so you can get notified for future videos, uploads, and all that good stuff. Leave a like, leave a comment down below if you have any questions, comments, concerns. But anyway, guys, that's all for today's video. So I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.